Right early. West Virginians say rat early. Like a rat. Yeah. But they mean right. Yeah. Rat early. You know, God is so good, but hillbilly talk in there. That's for us. That's for us hillbilly. God knew we was going to be here. God put that in there. I don't know. I'm not confused. I'm going to look that up in the Greek. You know what that means in the Greek? Rat early. You know, you drive down the road there by the river where we live at, the Elk River, a little two-lane road, and you'll see where someone's pulled off. And the reason why they pull off is because of the river. And you pull off and you'll see that wide spot, you pull off there, you look, you'll see a path, a worn path, going down to the river. Then if you walk on down to the river, you'll see a dirt spot where they milled around. They milled around and wore, they've been there so many times that they wore the grass off. That's a good sign. And then you get a little closer, you'll see a couple sticks in the ground there. They've been fishing. And guess what? They plan on coming back. Yeah. And then you look a little closer, you'll see them little white plastic containers that says worms on it. Yeah. If they're empty, that's a good sign. That means the fish was biting. If the fish weren't biting, they would put the top on them worms, take it home, put in the refrigerator if their wife would let it. If they were men enough to take it home and put in the refrigerator. What's that? It's my worms. Don't touch them. I don't care if they turn, they stink. Don't touch them. I'm going to go fishing. But you know, down at the river there, it's like back there. You know, down at the river, there's trees. Some people go down the river just to relax. Yeah. Some people go down the river to go fishing. Some people go down the river just for pleasure. You take a dip. You get one of them vines and swing out there and take a dip. I never thought of the church as a river. But through all this, there's going to be a river. Yeah, glory. I mean, I think I heard you say why you was, your legs were broke that the church helped you. Oh yeah. There's going to be people looking. There are going to be people driving by looking for the wide spot. There's people that are going to be looking for where we've been. There are going to be people that want to see a path down the river. And they'll want to see that someone's been going there all the time. They're going to want the peace that we have. I mean, it's going to show. It's going to show in a little while. Yeah. I mean, it's going to show real big. In a little while, people are going to be wanting to go squirrel hunting. You city folks. City folks are when they're like a rat with hair on them. It tastes good. I mean, there's going to be a time when you're going to want to go squirrel hunting. Oh yeah. During the Great Depression, that was all that was left. Yeah. When my dad was a little boy, the deer was gone. They done ate them. The only thing you can hunt was squirrels because they last. He had to go way in the mountains to go squirrel hunt, but he wanted some meat. And that's about the only meat you had back in them days when my dad was a kid. You wanted meat, wanted fresh meat. You couldn't go down Kroger's and buy it because you was broke. Yeah. You might have to change your little appetites around. My wife will have to start eating deer meat. That almost be worth it. I'm not going to eat Bambi. Oh yeah, when you start starving, you'll eat Bambi. Bambi's sister and brother. Isaiah 48:8. Oh, that thou wouldest hearken to my commandments. Then had thy peace been as a river, and thy righteousness as the waves of the sea. He said, if you would obey my commandments, if you study on about the poor, God expects us to care about the poor, to take care of the poor. But if they would have had peace, it'd been as a river. I mean, there have been times where I took my little chair. Oh, I took a fishing pole, but I had my big plans was to take a nap. There'd be times where I worked all day and the sun was going down and the cool evening started, the breeze started blowing, and I knew I was going to take a nap, so I took my pole and put one of them little bells on the end of it. Threw a worm out there, and if I caught a fish, I caught a fish. But I prop my feet back, and that breeze would run across me. And if I heard the ding-a-ling-ling, well, I'd reel the fish in, but I went there really just to get some peace. Yeah. Relaxation. Peace and relaxation. God says you could have had peace like a river. I mean, it almost talked to you. The noise of bubbling, the waves hitting the sand. It's almost just like it says, peace, peace. I used to take a canoe and just drift, hold the pole out there. I caught something, but basically I was flat on the canoe sleeping. Bump on the side, I just take a nap. Peace. You know, while the world's going through all they're going through, we do have a river. There is a river. Yes. Wow, you can eat at the river, you can get clean at the river. I mean, the river is good. There's always life around a river. Yeah. Always. Something. Look along the bank, you'll see raccoons and possums and deer prints and whatever's there. You'll see the geese and their feet and other stuff they leave behind. You can tell there's life at the river. Just go down, it's there. You can pick a rock up and you'll find one of those. Someone preached on them. Lizards. You'll find lizards. I mean, you can have a little kid can have a ball down there. Yeah. Just digging around, looking around. I wish Christians had as much fun as some of us in church. I got saved and went to church. Yeah. Never got out of church because I was having too much fun. I still am. Psalms 36:8. They shall be abundantly satisfied with the fatness of thy house. Thou shalt make them drink of the river of thy pleasure. Why does God have to make us? He says he'll make us drink of the rivers of his pleasure. Hey, you think the pop tastes better. Some of you probably think the beer tastes better. Some Christians do. Why would he have to make us a drink? Because why this is? If you say, why is this happening in America? Because America's been too busy to drink out of God's river. Why the old timers used to go, they still go down the river to baptize. They haven't got to build no big old fancy church and put a great big fancy thing where the curtains come up and on it. They go down to the river. For with thee is a fountain of life, and in thy light shall we see light. There is light at the end of the tunnel. God took him up there, and what they see? God's sun's face shining as it were out of light. It might get dark, and I'm telling you, the light's going to show up. It might get scary. It might become a wrestling match. It might become a battle. I'm telling you, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Yes. Now, I ain't talking about that, that witch show where they walk into the light. I ain't talking about that kind of light. Yeah. I'm trying to see who watches it. Yeah, John. Yeah. No, I'm talking about a real light. Yeah. Even in your Christian life, there's a time where I remember when the lights come on. Yeah. You can see all of a sudden. You can see clearly. Yeah. The fuzz and the buzz is gone, and you can see clearly. There even comes a time after you've been a minister a long time. You look at it. It's definitely a light. Like that song they sing all the time. I bet the miles will be worth it all. I can't remember it now, but yeah, every once in a while, the light comes on. I'm like that. Guy leaning on his thigh.